The special one has been eliminated by the special Hun. Welcome back to Fog Football. Jose's greeting, Barry's drinking the tears. Jambo Bear is also here to talk about the Coefficient Cup. It was an eventful 3.5, 4, 5 hours extravaganza in Glasgow. But by God, we've got a team in the quarters, so it's party mode tonight.
I feel like I'm greeting more than Jose Mourinho, to be fair.
You on the ropes?
I am on the ropes, man.
Jambo
Just
Bear.
like Rangers were on the ropes, by the way, for a period of this game.
A period.
You said that there was no way Rangers would not go through. They would not let this slip.
Was I wrong?
Yeah, well, no, they almost did.
No, they almost did. I'll tell you what, right? Rangers got away with one tonight, but you have to get away with one. You can't just deserve to win every game of football. You need a bit of luck in there, and we'll get to the penalty incidents. We'll get to that, whatever. But I mean, we joke, we do joke about the coefficient and all that stuff. But
Well, it's not a joke. I mean, the coefficient is important.
no, the cup, that wee gimmick. But it's great to have representation in there.
No, I always cheer the Scottish teams. I always want the Scottish teams to go as far as they possibly can. The better Scottish teams do, the better Scotland does, and the better Scotland does, the better your own club does, because your club is a club in Scotland. So, I mean, it's all interweaved and tangled into it, really, at the end of the day.
Well, that is it, and we'll talk about Rangers Bilbao at the end of this video, because obviously that's who they got. Matt Hummels got sent off, etc.,
See,
etc.
to be honest, though, I do believe that I think that most nations support each other in Europe.
No, they do, the clubs, yeah.
So, I don't know if Scotland would be one of the least supporting nations. Probably. But yeah, I'd say even nations with like bitter rivalries. I mean,
I don't.
Like
in
Roma, like-
England, they don't.
I think they do.
I think the punditry pretend they all do, but if you look on Twitter, you don't see a United fan wanting Liverpool to win. You know what I mean? No, but I think the better league you've got, the less likely it is to be like that. Like the reason why, I mean, I'm not saying there's Celtic fans out there that are delighted Rangers won the night, but we do need every team in the league who's in Europe to step up to task to boost the coefficient. See Liverpool going out to PSG. It's not a hammer blow to the
Yeah,
coefficient.
it doesn't really change anything, does it?
Not that if Rangers win it tonight, it'd be a hammer blow, but if Rangers got no points in the Europa League campaign and Celtic got no points in the Champions League, it's shite.
When you look at the top four nations, though, that's never going to change.
No, it's not.
Like I just don't see how England, Spain, Germany, and Italy. Like, I know PSG are good in France, and I mean maybe you'll get the other odd French team that's up there on par, but I just think that the other four leagues are so far in front that I just don't see any of them dropping out lower than fourth. And as long as you're in the top four, then you're guaranteed the four teams from your league going through. So, I mean,
No, it does favour the
it's less
top leagues.
important, like, you know.
No, in terms of a match review, I think, well, I mean, in terms of an in-depth match review, it's out the window. Right? I spent literally 4 hours talking about this, and I've done a match review myself. You caught barely any of the game, if any.
I've done a 12.5 hour shift, so I'm.
So we're on the ropes here, right? But let's just talk it. Let's break it down, incident by incident. Let's talk about Jeffy's yellow card.
My
that he
redundancy pays on the ropes.
is on the ropes, but
Send
yeah,
a wee super chat, guys.
send a wee super
Find
chat.
out tomorrow how much I'm getting.
Yeah, you could be sending me super chats.
Tell you
tomorrow.
what, see if it's 20 grand, you might not see if it. Jambo Bear's retiring.
Aye.
I'll know be.
That'll pay off the West Wing, and you're set for life.
The only
looking at
thing
Monday.
that's going to bring me back, if I get 20 grand, the only thing bringing me back is Hearts winning the league. That's
You're gone now.
gone for life, aye.
But Jeffy, he brings down Anderson Talisca. The referee gives a yellow to Talisca for diving. Now, I'm hearing reports that he apparently then didn't, but reality is, this was a free kick to Fenerbache, right? I'm a fair guy. Was it a penalty? No, for me it was outside the box. But, end of the day, Rangers got away with one here. Jeffy could have been booked a lot earlier. I think he did get booked in the end. But I think from this point on, the referee decided, well, you know what? I've kind of let Rangers off with one. So every minor foul that Rangers committed, he just started dishing out yellow here, yellow there, and it turned into a bit of a joke. I mean, some of them were not yellow cards, man. Let's just be brutally honest about it. They weren't. It seemed like he was just making up for his piss poor officiating. We saw Sterling get booked 25th minute. We then saw Balogun and Suter get booked. Balogun's was so stupid. Sterling's wasn't, right? That should never have been a yellow. Balogun's was. Suter shouldn't have been. Diamonde, I don't think should have been. I don't know what Desser's got booked for. Maybe he just booked him because he's shite, maybe. But in terms of all those bookings, quite a lot. Then we've seen Hadji get booked as well for Rangers and Redfan Yilmaz. So a lot of booking points in this game. Fenerbahce got, I believe, like 4 booking points as well. I think like what, 11 people got booked in this game of football. Tierney hits the side netting for Rangers in the first half. He also has a volley that he hits out wide. But Diamonde, I thought was really poor. Yefty, I thought was really poor. Raskin is so inconsistent for me. 1 minute he looks like the best player on the park, and then he switches off and gives the ball away cheaply. He needs to be more consistent for me. But Fenerbahce get the goal. It's a ball fizzed in. Flicks off to John Sterling. Tav is beat in the air, and then Szymanski with a great finish into the top right-hand corner. It is absolutely all over. Jack Butland could not have saved this in his sleep. He couldn't have done anything, man. He could have dreamed about it. No, not a chance. No less his arms were about quadruple the size. But that took us to half-time. And at this point, you're thinking, right, Rangers have been the better team, but they're 1-0 down. And then just complete control for Fenerbahce in the second half for me. They dominated, had a lot of chances. They got edge of the box, and they were just blazing over. Alan McCoy's pointed out, did they change the ball? Maybe, because it was weird how many chances they were missing. Rangers, they make a sub. We see Yilmaz come on. A wee bit later, we've seen Barami and Igamani. For like 5 minutes, I thought those subs helped us, but then they make it 2-0. Awful for Barami. And Jeff, did they just give it up, man? No tracking back for Barami despite only being on the pitch 3 minutes. Disgusting. Ball fizzed across, and then Szymanski again.
Yeah, Barami's
he's shite.
Yeah, it's a waste of money until like, I mean.
And I think that was the score. Tav should clear it. The damning thing for me is
it's a lot of money for Rangers. And we talk about Celtic and Adam Medea, but you know the money that Rangers paid for Barami is kind of probably the kind of same sort of money that Celtic would have paid. You know, because you expect Celtic to spend more. So even though on paper it's like less than half, it's still the money Rangers spent on Barami is still a lot of money for them.
Yeah,
and it's not been money well spent.
I think Barry got the subs wrong here. He brought on Hadji, Lawrence, and Barami, right? And they are pretty much all the same guy.
Yeah, it's just a shame that Rangers never bought Tierney up front.
No,
you know,
weird scene where Tierney was getting his arse massaged and his legs. Like the shorts, it was like Rikishi going for the stink face. I don't know what was going on, but Danilo was about to get subbed on, and they went, "No, Tierney absolutely hanging on here is better than Danilo." But yeah, I mean, Rangers did have a few chances with Igamani. Just a lot of poor passing in the final third. But then Fenerbahce, they make it. Well, I've already talked about the 2-0, sorry, but the penalty incidents, right? So Raskin, I believe, boots the guy, but because the guy has play acted and just absolutely flung himself to the ground, considering the amount of contact wouldn't make him do this, I think that's why the referee didn't give it. And I think that's down to Mourinho, isn't it? Do you not feel like the referee not giving a penalty due to the play acting, even though it might be a penalty, is probably the correct decision? We need to cut that out of football. Like, he's flopping about like a fish. But there is contact, but not enough to warrant what he did.
True, but sadly, I mean, I think a lot of players think that if they don't go down, then they're going to get the penalty.
Yeah, and I honestly, I think Rangers got away with one. Because I think if a different referee gives this, you're not overturning it.
I don't think it should matter, really, if the player goes down, throws himself down, barely goes down. If the contact's there and it's a foul, then award the penalty. And that would cut out the diving. There's VAR now, so I think it's inexcusable to get penalties wrong.
I mean, Ali McCoy was adamant that he was almost saying there was like no contact, but to me there was definite contact. But to be honest, I don't really care. Rangers, it goes to penalties. Kostic misses one. 2 other guys miss one. Hadji misses one, but Jack Butland saves 2. Rangers advance to the next round of the Europa League quarterfinals. And what are we making of this, right? Can Rangers beat Atletico Bilbao?
They can beat them, whether they will beat them or not is a different story. I think they're underdogs, but
like what I would say is, back in 2022, they beat Dortmund and Leipzig, who for me are both better than Bilbao. Problem with that is Rangers were much better then. Don't many people really expected Rangers to get to the quarter final here, but yeah, looking forward to the game. And then obviously, if they negotiate past Bilbao, who do they take on? The winner of Lyon and Man United. So that'll be interesting. But that's for later down the road. Ibrox is up first, 10th April. Be there, be square. Till next time, peace.